Hey,
Hey,
I miss you.
I miss you.
Doug Collins, everybody. Can I
Sarah
sing at
Morris.
you?
Sarah Morris, everybody. Look at
Oh, yes.
her.
Can I sing at you? You ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking we can't cry that you sing me a song or two, and I'll just sit here in my bathroom saying, "Hey, Doug Collins, hey, I miss you." Oh, jeez.
Thanks a lot for making me tear up.
That was gets very contagious.
I don't, it's allergies.
I know.
Allergies, and it's so good to see you.
I do
It is
miss you.
so good to see you. You are
Mm,
very much missed.
it's good to see you too. How are you doing right here in this moment? Just
This moment, besides the tears,
yeah.
good. I mean, good. I mean, the funny thing about this whole thing is that, we're in a way we're used to it. So it's just like what would have been like a year ago is just like, oh my God, I haven't seen anybody, I haven't done anything. It's just kind of like, oh, it's Tuesday.
And yet, is it Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
It's
But
actually it's Friday.
it's Friday.
There we go.
It's Friday. It's Tuesday.
Not to
It's
miss
Friday. It doesn't matter.
It's so true.
In the long run. Yeah, so yeah, I mean good, but I mean it is. It's I think, I don't want to speak for everyone I know, but everyone that I talk to, I think we're all kind of like, and the highs aren't as high as they used to be, but when it was when it went from 40 degrees to like 60 degrees this week, it was just like, I got my top hat out and started dancing down the street. I was so happy. But then it's like, when am I getting my shot?
Yeah.
That whole kind of thing. It's okay. Long story short, I'm doing fine. Thanks.
I do think there's something right now where I was like thinking the other day, I was like, the highs are more muted.
Yes.
And the lows for me are rawer. Right? Like I had highs and lows before, but my like lows maybe were more muted or more stuffed or more compartmentalized.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't have the energy to hide that nonsense. So now my lows are going to be tearful, and my highs are going to be much more like, yeah.
My highs and lows are very tearful.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Well, it's so weird because, I think we have gotten used to it. I think of, say April of last year, and just like how much time I just spent like on the couch, like just staring, because we had no idea what was going on. Now, I mean, it just helps that we know what this is like now. This is not like a new experience. I remember like getting super excited every week to go grocery shopping. Like
for sure.
Here we go, and I mean, I get the cart and just be like piles of stuff. It's like, I need 8 frozen pizzas. Get out of my way. And then now it's just like it's back to normal. It's not like, oh, this is a great thing.
So it's 6 frozen pizzas. Get out of my way, right? That's the normal. Like it was 8, but now you're at 6 frozen pizzas.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, but we're all just, it's so weird. It is. I mean, this is something that hasn't been really in any of our lifetimes, has been, or even our parents' lifetimes. And I just wish that I could still talk to my grandparents and great grandparents and see like how it was, even in like say rural Iowa, where my family is from, where it's like, we didn't have the internet. They didn't have TV. They didn't have radio. I mean, how did they get this information? And I don't know if it's good or bad how quickly we get information and stuff like this. Because, I'm like a ticker tape, tick, 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 tick. But, yeah. So, yes, doing fine. Thanks. You? How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay? You look great.
Oh, thank you. The nice thing about this show, there are many nice things about this show, but one of them is once a week I put makeup on. Check it.
I was so excited to do this show for a variety of reasons. Number one, which I didn't realize how excited I was going to be until it happened, is like, I get to go and look in my closet. I don't wear clothes like this around the house. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's not true. That's not true. I refuse to do that, Doug.
I know. But it was so exciting, just like, oh, this goes with this. I haven't done this. And it was just like laying stuff on the bed, standing in front of the mirror. And it was just like, my vanity really felt good. after just being able to do that.
Yeah.
Like we don't have, we don't gig.
No.
We don't go out.
Nope.
You know.
You are a very snappy dresser. So everyone, if you're just meeting Doug for the first time via Hey, I Miss You, you must know that. He is a very snappy dresser. So in my head, I'm going to pretend that you do walk around the house like that. That's fine. But I need to ask you one more little question. Where are you right now? Tell us like you are Minnesota. You are Minneapolis,
Yep.
but then draw the circle even smaller.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, are you in your house?
I am
Are
in
you
my
castle?
apartment right now.
Okay, and in a certain room?
I am in my my dining room, which I never hardly use, and now I'm in here all the time.
Yeah.
This is where I have my computer, and I work from home, which I'm very lucky about. Thank you. And I'm here like this is like my workplace.
Yeah.
But the great thing about working from home is usually this isn't on. So like when I am working, honestly, this is on my lap like 90% of the time. So it's just like, well, it's my version of my blanket.
That's awesome. As you know, I'm in my bathroom, my big green bathroom, which you've been before, and I will be linking to times when you've joined me in the bathroom here throughout the thing, so that people can like continue after they've hung out with us here. They can go back in times when we like were actually together.
Right.
I'm wondering if you will sing us a song. It's a song, any song you want to sing, but you do have to tell us why you chose that song.
Okay. This is what I've been trying to do, like when the pandemic hit. All of us musicians, all of a sudden, we're just like, what are we going to do? We can't play out. Some people were doing, there were a lot of people that were doing, and still are doing like live shows, streaming, etc. Mm-hmm. And I could not, for me, myself as an artist, I couldn't connect with that because I really want feedback. But the whole thing is I need that extra person in the audience. I need one person who I can like focus on. If not, right now it's you. That's great. Everyone else out there in streaming land.
Right. But it's me right now.
Yeah, it is. It's you. It's you. So so I started, I didn't touch a guitar for like a month, 2 months. And then all of a sudden I started to do it again, and then I started writing, and then I was just like, what am I going to do with all these songs? And so I had a backlog. So then I started doing, and I'm still trying to do this. It's used to be weekly on Sundays on my Instagram page and my Facebook page. Doug Collins, please friend me, follow me on Instagram. I'd love to see you. And I would post these songs that I wrote for that week. And it just really helped everything, because this is who we are, right? And this is like, how else can we, it's like, the blacksmith not being able to, do his trade, his blacksmithing. And
yes. I'm always trying to do that smithing.
I know, poor smithers. But so it was finally that kind of like lifted, and then I started writing a lot. And then, and this song I did, I can't even remember how long ago. I mean, because time means
nothing.
A collection of dates that we don't understand right now, something like that. But somebody online, it's also weird, like I am online 24 hours a day now with my phone, because it's just like, this is my connection piece. I don't know if it's right or wrong, and I think there's good and bad, definitely bad about it, but there are good things. And one thing is like somebody talked about the song Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town.
Yeah. By
Kenny Rogers, written by the great Mel Tillis. And the person who wrote about it, we were kind of all talking back and forth. He's just like, I never knew the lyrics. And I'm just like, I love this song. And he's just like, I hate this song because I don't like the lyrics. And he thought the lyrics were saying, this guy was being, the story is just like, it's a guy who basically can't communicate his feelings to his lady friend. I think it's his wife. And he's also disabled. And he, through shame and through lack of communication, she will leave every night. And we don't know what she does. And he was just like, the guy's too paternal and possessive. And I said, well, look at it from the woman's side of it. What if you were with somebody who didn't communicate to you, and you kept trying to reach out, and they kept shutting you down? And so I started to write it. I was going to have it be an exact answer song and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And of course, I did not do that. But that's kind of like the start of the song. And also I wanted the title. I was thinking of what's a name that someone like Ruby would be married to? Who would be a hard ass like this guy?
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought of, and I had talked about this on my Facebook page one time, just like, it's all these songs, these classic blues and country songs. They're always like, here we are in Memphis. I'm down in Tennessee. Surprise, surprise. There's not a lot of songs about like, here I am in rural Iowa. So it is up to me, of rural Iowa, birth and bred, to include this. And so my private joke is the guy's name is Dixon. And Dixon, Iowa was just this, it was in our school district. It's like 400 or 500 people. That in American, and that was it. But I love that name. So I said, this is the name of the guy. And this is someone, and I really don't know if it's going to be, I don't think, gender really doesn't matter in this song. Who's who? I just kept thinking that it's so hard to communicate. So hard. And to keep a relationship going, I mean, that's the main thing. It's just like, and it's everyone I talk to of a certain age, we all realize that we have all done things where it's just like, we could have solved this very easily if I would have just talked about it. And that's what I think kind of what this song is somewhat about. So it's called Dixon. I'm going to drink some tea. It's just tea. Don't judge.
It's just tea.
It's just tea.
It's just tea. All right, Doug Collins.
Yes.
Dixon. I'm going to mute myself. So
okay.
Go for it.
All right. Thanks. Dixon, things aren't like they were before. And Dixon, I don't know if I can take it anymore. You're always staring at the wall. Do you hear me at all? Dixon, please, won't you talk to me? Dixon, I want to be right next to you. And Dixon, you got to want me right there too. You love me like nobody else could do. There are other things that, Dixon, I need to. Dixon, please, won't you talk to me? If you're angry, I wish that you would say anything at all, so I know if I should stay. Dixon, please, won't you talk to me? And Dixon, I want to be right next to you. And Dixon, you got to want me right there too. You love me like nobody else could do. But there are other things that, Dixon, I need to. Dixon, please, won't you talk to me? Dixon, please, won't you talk to me?
Doug Collins, everybody. Oh, if you're just joining us, this is Hey, I Miss You. My name is Sarah Morris, and I had this dream that I wanted to get together with my friends again that I miss so much. And I wanted them to sing songs at my face instead of just at their own face. I wanted to give someone an audience, and today I get to do that with Doug Collins. And Thank you so much for being here. This is the time of the show where I ask you to tell me something good. Tell me. I'll just keep dancing until you tell me something good.
Then I'm just gonna.
No.
Um,
Get talking.
the one thing that's quote unquote, I will put it in quotes, nice. I mean, as I was saying to you earlier, that my introverted side has just blossomed, and all these things that I wouldn't usually do because there's no time, right? You go to work every day, you come home, you're tired, and then you go out, blah blah blah. Now I find myself, I read. I've always been a reader, but I feel like I read a lot more. I try and watch a lot of movies, not just TV, cinema.
Oh, cinema, Doug.
Thank you, Barry.
Yes.
But lots of reading, lots of that, lots of guitar playing. My mom passed away a little over a year ago, and I got from her my great grandfather's fiddle, who was a he was a musician in Iowa around the turn of the last century, and so I'm learning how to do that. I'm terrible, but thanks to Jillian, I love you especially for being patient.
Yes.
But yeah, she's wonderful. But yeah, so it's like those little things like that. Just like, I'm writing. My writing has changed. My style has changed. I'm doing more like it used to be. I'd be at work and I'd have a song going, and I would try and get it all done in my head, and then jot it down when I got back to my desk. I have so many Post-it notes.
Sure.
That was what. And now I have like notebooks, and then I have like this desk in my living room. I have a coffee table that always has notebooks, a book, whatever book I'm reading, my phone, and then I have my guitar. So half the time I'm like C, and then I'm like, oh, what's that? Somebody tweeted something. Let's talk about politics. And then it's just like, there you go. And then it's just like, so it's like this circle for me. I'll be reading, I'll watch TV, and then it's just like, so it seems to be like, in a good way, it is folded into my, it was always day to day, but now it feels like it's so much more a part of my minute to minute.
Yeah. It's like enmeshed into your.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, just before you have to,
into your internal Wi-Fi. I say that because right now I'm thinking about my Wi-Fi. How Wi-Fi is possible.
What is this Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Why? Yeah.
Why? Those are good things. I'm glad that those things have been joyous for you, and that we get to reap the rewards as your listener with I'm throwing pens with songs you've written. This is in case you missed it, so I'm going to quickly tell everybody, Doug Collins. Again, Doug Collins is a native Iowan, and I've gotten to know Doug over the last, probably 10 years, maybe 8 years, and I have I have all your CDs. I'm missing one, though, today. So this is Davenport, Iowa.
Woo!
Davenport, Iowa, because some people are going to write about Iowa.
They should.
I have a guest that's coming up in a few weeks that also has a song that has Iowa in the title. So that's just an Easter egg. Then this is there's Complicated Compliments.
Yep.
And then there's your most recent album, Good Sad News. This is an amazing album. It has, I really think everyone should go and stream it immediately. I mean, just do the deep dive into Doug. But it also has Conversation with My Heart on it, which you have this award-nominated music video, which at this point I will link to. This is my visual reminder. We are going to say that you were working on an album.
Right. We were, and it's one of those things that I had just gotten back from doing a little tour. I'd played down in St. Louis, Memphis, Nashville, and was down in Nashville for the horrific tornado.
Yeah.
So the place that I was supposed to play, one of the places got wiped out, which is just like, it's coming back, which is thank God. But it's just like, it was just this kind of year. My mom had passed away, gone on this trip, and then came back up here. And can I tell the thing about us that week?
You can tell. So here, Doug is going to tell you why we're meeting today. I knew I wanted to have Doug on the show at some point, but I knew specifically that we had to do it. We had to tape it on this exact day because, go for it.
Because I was at work and Sarah and I had been in contact. She's like, oh, let's do lunch. And I said, oh, great. So she came into my work and we had lunch. And I remember we were talking and we were like, well, what do you think about this COVID thing? And you said, well, we're supposed to be going to Las Vegas for spring break. And I said, Mr. Optimism here, I don't think you're going to be doing that. And I said, I think things are going to shut down and really quick. And you said, well, I hope not. And I said, I hope not either. And then we saw each other. We gave each other a big hug. We're huggers. And Sarah was the last person outside of family and my girlfriend that I saw in the flesh for like months.
Yeah.
So I always think of like that.
For me too. And also, it was the last restaurant, at a restaurant that I
didn't
ate.
even think
So
about
let's take a second. If we knew that was our last restaurant, would we have still gone to the cafeteria at your office to have lunch?
We would have, but this time I would have ordered us a bottle of wine.
I was glad. I will say that I remember upcharging to the fried egg on my sandwich that day.
Well,
so I'm glad that
you're totally worth extra protein.
Treated myself.
You know that.
Oh, Doug. Okay, so that is why we're here today. Yeah, but go to the album.
Yes, and then that week we were supposed to go. We have tracks done. We have like 10 drum tracks. The drum tracks are already done. The bass tracks were all done except for 2 songs, and then we were going to go on that week, and then we were just like, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable. And none of us felt comfortable doing it. And then everything hit and we're just starting now because people are starting to get vaccinated. And, working with Rob Genetico, I worked with on my last 2 records and he's absolutely amazing. So we're going to be getting back in there, but now it's just like, I had 10 songs, but now I have like 30 more songs because it's been a year. So then it's just like, what do you keep? What do you throw?
And so you got to get your producer hat on, and get real picky about it.
And I'm going to have other friends, and I will reach out, wink, talking about you. And, what do you think? It's just, it's basically like throw, and who knows? I mean, things just change. So some of those songs that I was thought for sure, like, oh, this is it that I feel about this song. Now I'm like,
different people now.
And that happens with songs. I mean, very, very, I read somewhere that Nick Lowe always said, write 30 songs for 10.
Yeah. I think
and that sounds about right for me. That's how I do it.
They're very much a capsule. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I probably have more that I write per 10. Mm-hmm. I wade through, 35 to 40.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know but I would say that one thing is an album is like a moment in time, right? And now is a different moment of time than a year ago. Exactly. So it totally makes sense that it might change. You said something that made me remember a question I had for you. So you do these Sunday morning songs, and in order to do first thing, people actually have to be your Facebook friend. You don't put it on your music page, you put it on your friend page.
Right.
So they need to be your friend. So go be Doug's friend.
Be my friend. Because the music page just doesn't...
He's really good you're good at being friends anyways. You have a whole song about it. You write about your friends. It's good. Okay. So then on the Sunday, I watched a bunch of them this morning to get all ready for you. And you say... you tell everyone like what you're playing, instruments you're playing on, what amp settings you got, which is really cool. And then you say, tell me what you think. Do you really want people to tell you what they think?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I don't know,
I was like,
because I used to do a songwriting circle back before this at the Warming House.
Yeah. Love you, Warming House.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. And a lot of time, everyone would bring in 1 to 2 songs, and it would just be people, usually like anywhere between 4 to 10 people. Mm-hmm. And so we'd go around twice usually. And sometimes I'd be just like, I got this. And I'd play my song, and then somebody'd say like, oh, what about like Conversation with My Heart off the last record is one of them where somebody said like, this doesn't make sense. Why did you say this? And I was just like, you don't know what you're... And then I look back and just like, they were exactly right.
You don't know me. What are you?
I stormed out like Pierce Morgan.
Yes,
and
excellent.
I think all that stuff helps.
Good.
I think if you have, if your egos, and I think all of us as artists, we may say we don't have strong egos, but our egos are strong enough that we think we have something that we can communicate with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of the time people have that answer. Like, if it's not working, why isn't it working? Some people don't know why, but if you're working with different artists, just like, it could be as easy as just like, your middle eighth is weak, you don't need it, or you don't need that last verse, or that part doesn't make sense. If you called it this, why does this happen? There's a whole bunch of different things. And all of us are like, besides being artists, we're craftspeople. And it's just like, we have to work at our craft. And it's just like, that's the thing that I think sharing with that. I want people to tell me. You're not going to get better as an artist if everyone's going to say, that was great.
You're not.
And I don't think, even though most of the time it is. No, but I think I always, so just like, and people are always very kind in sharing their opinions on it. And it's great. So yes.
I love it.
Please share.
Okay. I need to ask you to sing us a song.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're going to run out of time.
Okay.
So I requested a song, I Saw You Dancing. I can picture myself, one of the last music shows that I went to is yours at the Turf Club. I'm like going to be standing at the Turf Club hearing you sing this song right now. Right?
Okay, I'm ready. I saw you dancing. It was beautiful to see. I saw you dancing, but it wasn't with me. I saw you moving slow across the floor. I saw you moving, reminding me of before. I don't know if you loved me. That was so long ago. Even if you didn't love me, well, I can't let it go. I saw you dancing. I don't want to know his name. And I saw you dancing. And now I'm walking away. That was so long ago. Even if you didn't love me, well, I can't let it go. And I saw you dancing. I don't want to know his name. And I saw you dancing. And now I'm walking away.
Everybody, that was I Saw You Dancing, which is on Good Sad News, and I will have all the links so you can get all the Doug. As we wrap up, one last question.
Yes.
What are you listening to right now that's like setting your pants on fire? Some sort of music, play it forward, or a podcast. Something that you put in your ears that gets you.
The thing that I've been listening to like crazy during the whole pandemic, and it's just been solid, is I listen to like Merle Haggard more than I ever have in my entire life. And
Yeah.
it's constant and I can't get sick of it. And he seems to like, I'm not a fan of like, of course, like any artist, you can't love everything, but his highs connect to me right now in a way that I have no idea why. It's his singing,
Love it.
it's playing, it's his band. Any Merle Haggard, especially the album Hag is great. And some people look back, those are my two favorites. I listen to them all the time.
I
So
will write those
nothing
down.
like listening to 50-year-old albums, you know, Mr. Current over here. So
I like that a lot. Okay, thank you for being here
thank you for having
so
me.
much.
Thank you so much.
Aw, you just one of my favorite people.
No, don't even, because I cried once. That's enough.
Okay, and thank you,
Heart.
people, for being here with me. We'll be back
Thank
next
you,
Friday
everybody.
with a new guest. I'm going to sing real quick. Hey, I miss you. And I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you'll sing me a song or two, and I'll just sit here in my bathroom saying, "Hey, Doug Collins, hey, I miss you."
Don't.
Thank you, everybody.